to Intro to the IBIS World and Business Source Complete Library Instruction Session. I'm Melita Payne, your library liaison for the College of Business. You can contact me if there are any questions at 771-2604. My email is melita_payne@subr.edu. And feel free to schedule a virtual or in-person consultation session. But today's virtual session will cover the library's website, the library's database's A to Z list, off-campus access. We'll provide an overview of IBIS World Database, an overview of the Business Source Complete database, and we'll end up with LibGuides, which is a course guide that's created for your class. We'd like to say that the library's website is the gateway to all of the resources and services available at John B. Cade Library. The library's website is www.subr.edu/library. We invite you to explore the library's website to see everything that we have to offer. If you have a question, we do have a chat window that's available from the library's homepage. So to access the databases available at John B. Cade Library, first you would go to the library's website. Again, it's www.subr.edu/library. You would then locate Find, and then locate and click Databases A to Z. So I wanted to provide a little information about Databases A to Z. John B. Cade Library subscribes to over 100 databases covering multiple disciplines. Each database will have the database's name, a description, and your access point. If you know the name of the database that you're researching, simply click on the alphabet bar to land on that particular database name. If there are any issues, click on the Report Database Login Issues and complete a report. A form will generate where you can complete, and it will be sent to me where I can check your status to make sure that you are a registered library user. So when working off campus, as I mentioned, you will be prompted to enter your username and PIN. Your username is your banner ID number, which is your U number, and the PIN is set at the default, change me in all caps and no spaces. Remember, if you have any access problems, feel free to contact me, as we do not want there to be a barrier between you getting access to the resources you need for your topics. So I want to give a couple of questions to ponder before you start your search. So some questions are, what industry are you researching? What company or companies are you researching? Which database will you use? And lastly, what industry information is needed? So let's dive into IBIS World. So IBIS World is an industry research tool to view industry data. It contains research reports on trends, statistics, analysis on market size, market share of competitors, and industry growth rates. There are major market segments identified and forces affecting demand and supply within the industry. Performance analysis, including emerging industry trends and recent production performance, is available. There is a 5-year forecast available. And lastly, IBIS World is updated between 1 and 2 times a year. So let's look at the IBIS World interface. So when you're searching IBIS World, from the landing page, you will have 2 options to begin your search. So point 1 is here, where you can just enter a search in IBIS World. But where you see start your search here, you can search by industry, keyword, company, or code. So I just wanted to give you a couple of search strategies that you can utilize when entering data into IBIS World. So for industry, you can put in women's clothing. Keywords, well, you can use words or phrases that describe your topic. An example would be music. Remember, this will return broader results. Company, you can enter target corporation. For code, you can enter the industry report code directly into the site. So I want to draw your attention to the top of that interface where you'll see industry research, expert tools, and company research. As you notice, there are drop-down menus available. So the information behind those drop-down menus, under industry research, you'll see U.S. industry reports. Those are your NAICS reports. You'll see the industry expert summaries. The U.S. business environment profiles are also available. Under expert tools, you'll see the U.S. industry, the U.S. inflation tracker tool, the U.S. shock assessment tool, the U.S. local data tool, U.S. trade exposure, U.S. COVID-19 impact tool. And these are generally your Excel documents. Lastly, you'll see the company research, which gives you access to U.S. company benchmarking. So let's just walk through those areas so we can just examine a little bit more about it. So under industry research, you'll see U.S. industry reports, as I said, the NAICS reports. You'll see the expert summaries and the U.S. business environment profiles. So I have a suggestion. I would view those reports as a starting point to gather preliminary information on the industry that you're researching. Think of the industry research information as a subject heading. Remember to keep a record of the codes that are listed. So let's explore that a little more. So for the U.S. industry reports, the NAICS, just want to give you a little information about that. The U.S. industry reports analyzes industries at the 5-digit level, offering the latest content on 700 industries. Each report consists of 30 to 40 pages of key statistics and analysis on market characteristics, operating conditions, current and forecast performance, major industry participants, and more. So as you see, you can click on that download menu where you'll have a PDF of the report, or you'll see the Microsoft Word or Excel document that you can use. You'll also see your subject headings or your subheadings here, where under those headings you will see the number of reports that are available. So here we have the U.S. industry report. That's the NAICS report. You'll see that there are different headings that are available. And underneath each heading, you'll see the number of reports that are available. You can interact with the information. And as I wanted to note, you'll see the number. So that number will be the number or code associated with that report. So if you're researching back from the home page of the IBIS World database, all you have to do, if you wanted to just enter in that NAICS code, you would just put in the number associated. For instance, under agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting in the U.S., there are 30 reports. So if I made a note of 11, agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting, that's what I could just place in 11 in that search box for that NAICS code. So I wanted to draw your attention to the right. Here you'll see all of the content areas that are covered, anything from agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting, all the way down to other services are available. You'll see the number of reports. So this is a great way to do your preliminary search. If there's an industry you're interested in covering, you can just see what's available under those headings. That would be useful. So once you select an industry report, you will see that, and we're going to stay with this same report. This is the NAICS report code for 44812. So this is a report that gives me information on women's clothing stores in the U.S. Here I have the options of downloading this report in PDF, Word, or Excel. And I wanted to draw your attention to the navigation area where you'll have drop-down menus with about, the industry at a glance, industry performance, the industry outlook, products and markets, geographic breakdown, competitive landscapes, major companies, operating conditions, key statistics, segment benchmarking, and call preparation questions. So this is the U.S. industry report download. So if you download the report, you can just go to print it out. This report is 50 pages long, and here we have the content that's covered in that report. You'll have the major players, the major activities, the supply chain, the industry at a glance. You'll have executive summaries available, the performance, the industry performance, which deals with the key external drivers, the current performance. Everything is located here. Competitive landscape, the major companies, operating conditions, and more. So let's examine the U.S. industry iExpert summaries. Remember, the iExpert summaries is just the same information that we've seen earlier, but just a condensed version of those industry reports. Here you'll find bite-sized paragraphs, graphics, tables highlighting key issues with Q&A sessions for each of the 700 NAICS industries. So for this report, you can download the report. You can interact with the information inside. As you see that the numbers and the headings are the same. So remember, if you're going to take a report from this, you can use the same number and enter it into the search box. You would get the iExpert summaries and the general industry NAICS report. And we'll go a little deeper into that. So in keeping with the women's clothing in the U.S. industry, and that's the same report, the 44812, with the iExpert summary, you would see recent developments in the field, snapshot, industry structure, key industry data, product and services segmentation, the major players, cost structures, industry performance, and more. Now, the U.S. business environment profiles, they provide insight into key drivers, which include exchange rates, commodity prices, interest rates, weather conditions, consumer attitudes, demographics, and more. So you can view this by clicking on and interacting with the reports within those areas, or you can download the report to choose an industry that you would like to examine. So the business environment profiles has the following reports available. You can target consumer behavior, which there are 33 reports available. Demographics, there are 22 reports. There are domestic commodities and goods, that's 33 reports available. Domestic economy has 35 reports. Financial markets have 18 reports. The international economy and commodities have 35 reports. Other indicators include 14 reports, and U.S. government has 19 reports. So this is what the business environment profiles looks like. This is a report, and it has U.S. business environment profiles report. It is B201, and this is on consumer spending. So some of the things that are listed inside of this report include key statistics. You'll have current performance information, an outlook, and more. So expert tools include U.S. Industry Wizard, U.S. Inflation Tracker 2, U.S. Shock Assessment 2, Local Data 2, Trade Exposure, and COVID-19 2. Anything with the asterisk denotes items that the library does not subscribe to. So for the U.S. Industry Wizard, there's no access available. So we won't be able to have any content available for you on this particular wizard. The U.S. Inflation Tracker 2, just give you a little context about it. It is the U.S. Inflation tool that offers a view of how inflation is affecting industry, products, and supply chains across the board. It is accessible through Excel, and this tool combines several different worksheets to assist with decision making by helping you understand different industries' levels of vulnerability. You can download the latest version in Excel, and you will be able to view the usage guidance, descriptions, and definitions, index tracker, industry tracker, and settings. So the latest version that is available is from January 2023. So here we have that download of that January 2023 inflation tracker guide. You could see the usage guidance of how to use it. There's a description and definitions available, the index tracker, the industry tracker, and the settings are available. Okay, we do not have access to the U.S. shock assessment tool, so that's something we won't be able to assess. There is the U.S. local data tool available. So a little information about it. The data tool assists strategic research into localized COVID-19 impacts using economic industry information at the U.S. county and state level. The highlights include essential and non-essential businesses, the supply chain linkages, state actions, also employment establishments and wages at the state and local level are available. Here we have the U.S. Local Data to Excel. I downloaded that information, and here I put in our same code, the 44812 women's clothing stores. And here you can do a state selection. It has county searches. You can do a comparison of that data. So you see a lot of the information that is listed here. You can do industry lists by state, the NAICS openness, the state actions from the NGA is also available. We do have the U.S. trade exposure. So a little about this, it is the U.S. trade exposure Excel workbook that uses the IBIS World's international trade metrics, the supply chain mappings, and the latest monthly U.S. ITC trade data. It includes trade exposure roll-up, trade exposure mapping, upstream links, related party trade, and downstream links are also available. Also, you'll have the U.S. COVID-19 impact tool, and that COVID-19 examines different industry levels vulnerabilities to the COVID-19 exposure factors. Within the tool, you can identify the industry's exposure to social distancing, remote work, government designations of essential and non-essential businesses, supply chain impacts, international trade. And remember, this is an Excel report that's available. So the latest version that's available would be from May 31st, 2022. So our last report is the company research. You'll probably find this very helpful. So just a little context. Company benchmarking profiles analyzes thousands of public and private companies. These profiles consist of an overview of the company and a breakdown on how it performs in the industry it operates in. It includes profiles such as company financials, industry market share breakdown, industry competitor matrix, SWOT analysis, product and services, and also key company benchmarks are available. So remember, with each of those companies, you can just search by the alphabet. So if I was looking for Target Corporation, I would just look for alphabet T and then scroll through the reports. There are 295 reports available until I've gotten to Target Corporation. Then I'm able to review the information here that's available. So with that Target Corporation report, here I have the benchmarking report, and it is 8895. So the type of information, if I downloaded the entire report, it comes into different sections. You'll see the company overview, the department stores, online business, baby product sales, online children's toy sales, retail market and outdoor furniture, retail market for seasonal decorations, and retail market for toys. So you can download one report at a time. Also to your left, you'll see the U.S. industry company benchmarking. So this is the information that's covered. The company overview, department stores, the same information is here. The online baby product sales, the online children's toy sales, retail market for outdoor furniture, seasonal decorations, and retail market for toys. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Business Source Complete database. So Business Source Complete database includes full text to business journals, magazines, and more, covering disciplines of business, including marketing, management, accounting, banking, finance, and more. So that business interface just will allow you to enter a search. You can apply limiters to this screen as well. But for the sake of looking for company reports, I want to draw your attention where it says more. There's a drop-down menu there where it has company profiles. You can also perform a search. If there's a company that you're looking for, you can just enter it into the search box. And I'm going to do a live walkthrough of this, but just wanted to just go over the interface of what you're going to encounter should you need additional information. You can also get company information. Here I stay with the same theme for Target Corporation. What I would do is just click on the company's name and then enter Target Corporation. So I did that from our drop-down menu. So here I have all of the information of those search results. There are 430 search results. And here, number one would be Target Corporation. And I have the information, the city, the state, and the revenue. So if I clicked on that record, I'll have that information available on Target. Just general information. There's also financials available, executives, industry, and more. So here we have the company profiles. I just wanted to just demonstrate again how you can get to that. So from that top of the interface from the Business Source Complete database, just click on where locate and click on more, and then you'll have a drop-down menu. Just select company profiles. So once you click on company profiles, you'll see company profile. This will populate. You can then enter in your company. Once you enter in your company and hit browse, here you'll have your results. And Target Corp is there. You'll see the PDF of that document available. So you can click on the PDF, and then once you click on the PDF of that full text, it will populate the report. This report is 54 pages long, and it includes company overview, key facts, business descriptions, the history, key employees, key employee biographies, major products and services. SWOT analysis is available, top competitors, company view, and locations and subsidiaries are also available. You can print a report. You can download, you can email the report to yourself, add it to a folder if you're going to be conducting additional information. So lastly, we have our IBIS World Instructional Course Guide that's available. And I'm going to do a demonstration so you'll see everything that's there. So, but I have, instead of going to the library's website, this is a quick way just to get to the resources that you're needing for this industry research. Here you'll see I have kind of like a welcome here, welcoming you to the course guide. And I have direct links to Business Source Complete and IBIS World available. So remember, if you're working off campus, you would be prompted to enter username and PIN. Remember, your username is your banner number, and a PIN is set at the default. Change me in all caps, no spaces. Tab 2, you just click on that tab, and it'll have a research and virtual tutorial. I'll have the class presentation. And then there's some industry business information that's available, and the PESTLE, pastel analysis, is also available. Just giving you some information on how to search. I've also created a handout with quick links to the resources that we've discussed in this virtual training. So just click on the hyperlink to land on the library's website. My contact information is here. Remember, if you want to schedule a virtual appointment, just click on that hyperlink, and that form will populate where you can set up an appointment with me. Here I've placed the username and PIN that's available. And if you have a issue logging in, there's a hyperlink to the form that we discussed. Here, quick links are to the library's website, the A to Z list, the IBIS World database, the Business Source Complete database, our online catalog, the IBIS Business Source Complete LibGuide is also featured in that. I've also set up a search strategy where you can enter the type of the company that you're researching and what factors, if you wanted to keep a running log of what factors you would need to explore. So I've also broken down a little information about IBIS World and how to access it. And I've also included the Business Source Complete information there as well. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My name again is Melita Payne, and my email is melita_payne@subr.edu, and the library's website is www.subr.edu/library. Thank you.